Record. All right. So, hi guys from Pigeon Forge. We are on vacation right now. It's a short vacation, only doing about 4 days, but that is the beauty of what we do, is that we can do it from anywhere. Like I was just saying, I did a live legit from the pool today, and someone commented on my cleavage of my bathing suit, but you know what? That's life. Anyway, I think that people just aren't used to me being like that. So I just want to get started. I want to pray. And then tonight, Chelsea is going to teach us all everything that she knows about Instagram Reels, which Reels are one of my things that I struggle with too. So I'm actually excited for this. So I'm just going to start with praying, and then we will get started. God, thank you so much for bringing our team together and giving us all this amazing business that we can have so much time freedom and to just glorify you, God. And thank you so much for everything that you do and helping us to grow our businesses and bringing these like-minded men and women together. We're just thankful for you. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so Chelsea, let me just tell you a little bit about Chelsea real fast. Chelsea started this business when I started. She maybe started like the first week that I did. And she has since then, during Operation Winning, she has hit 12K on her account and her husband Brad's account. So during Operation Winning, Chelsea hit a $24,000 bonus. She gets an auto bonus, and she went to Thrivepalooza with us this year. And she is just like, she is basically the epitome of what it means to stick with this and keep going, even when most people would quit. So I'm just super proud to do this business with her and do life with her, because she's one of my closest friends. So Chelsea, give us everything you know, girl.
Well, thanks. I'm a little shocked, or not shocked, a little shy, I guess. So I'm not the best with Instagram, but I have learned a few things about Instagram. So I'm currently in New York right now working. So this was not in the game plan whenever I said I wanted to do this. So it happens, but it's okay. So I'm on my iPad, but I'm gonna flip my camera or show you on my phone. So can everyone see that at least halfway decently? Hi, Shalina. Tiffany, can you see that? Give me like a thumbs up if you can.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So this is going to be a little difficult, but we're going to make it work because that's what we do around here. So the first thing that I did for my Instagram was I converted mine to a business account. The reason I did that was because if you go to your profile, you can go right here to your insights, and you can see like how many people you've reached. So like for the last 7 days, I've reached 1,200 people, and I've had 56 content interactions. And then you can even go down specifically by post, like things that you posted that you can look at those individual insights. That's just something that I have done, but that doesn't mean you have to. But I did it just because I wanted to be able to see, oh, okay, well, this reel did really well. So what about it? Was it the song? Was it the hashtags? What was it? So that's completely up to you, and it's not necessary. So first thing I want you to do when you look at reels, oh, sorry, press the wrong button. So down here at the bottom, I muted it so that way you don't get ear busted, because I know that I probably just did that. So if you're scrolling through your reels are basically 15 to like, I think some of them can do up to 60 seconds, just little video clips, kind of like TikToks. It's like the Instagram version of TikToks. So the first thing that you want to do is when you're scrolling through and you see this little arrow right here beside the audio, that means that that audio is trending. So if that audio is trending, then that means that you're going to get a lot of people seeing those videos. So this audio that's trending is
what? Yeah.
okay. So let's say that you want to do that audio. What I do first, as I am scrolling through Instagram, if you hit your little 3 dots right here, you can save it. I save the reel because if I save the reel, the audio is still going to be there. I don't necessarily save the audio, I save the reel. So scroll down through here. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. But the only thing I'm looking for right now is that little arrow. So Jasmine posted something about that earlier today. So that's kind of cool that posted on there too. I don't know if you guys seen that picture she posted. So again, 3 dots, you hit save. Okay, so you go through here, you save. Now, if you go to your profile right here, and you go up here to your 3 lines, and go to saved. So I have some audio saved, but this is the post that I have saved. They're not all reels, some of them are, but I also have other things saved too, like posts that had some ideas that maybe I'd want to incorporate, et cetera, et cetera. So these are my saved posts. Sorry, it's refreshing. I went down too far. So let's say you want to do a reel with this audio and do something similar to this. Like if you have people telling you, oh, it's pyramid scheme, you want to use this audio and make this your own reel. So you're going to click the watch more reels button, and you'll have to scroll up one to get back to it. If you click the audio down here at the bottom, this screen is going to pop up. And when I say that the sounds are trending, right here, that little arrow, this sound has 11,000 reels with it. So that's a lot of reels. And you can scroll through here and be able to see reels that are using that audio. So there's a very good chance that you could end up right here. So if you want to make a reel with it, down here at the bottom, you hit use audio. So I'm literally sitting in front of my iPad. So that way my iPad is recording my phone so you guys can see this. Now, sorry, this is not as easy as what I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. So over here on the side of your reels, this is the sound right here at the top. This is going to slow it down or speed it up. These are effects, and this is the timers. The timers are super, super, super important because if you use timers on your reels, then you're hands-free. If you don't use timers, you have to hold the button the whole time, unless there's a way to do it that I haven't figured out yet. So I'm going to turn this up just a little bit so you can hear it. So if you go right here.
Check me out. Boom, bam, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
So that is where your timer is. You can set your countdown to be 3 or 10 seconds. You can also adjust the clip. So let's say you wanted to do the first part of this reel in like one outfit. That's where you would stop it and set your timer. Hit your button. This timer is going to come up. And I don't know if you can hear that, but like that little bit played. Then it stops. So you're going to go change your outfit or whatever it is that you're going to do. If you hit this button right here, it gives you a ghost effect of where you left off on your last clip. Can you see it? It looks like a really distorted image. That's how you can get yourself lined up. Really, it's not going to be perfect. And if it is perfect, more power to you. I can't get it perfect. But that you'll be in the same general area. And like, you can see my outline here. You can see like my glasses and stuff. So I can get kind of in the same position. So it makes it kind of a real, what's the word I'm looking for? A smoother transition, I guess is a good word for it. But that's what that button right there is. Again, your timer, and it's going to start where you left off. And if you want to shorten it so you can do this little clip in a certain outfit or a certain position, a certain location, same thing. Set your timer, you hit your button, your timer is going to come up. It's going to record. That's what I've been wondering. Had no idea how to do it. Oh, Jasmine learned something from me. Oh my gosh, you guys write that down. Jasmine learned something from me. I'm excited. So that was the second part. And I'm just gonna press and hold this to do the rest of the reel just so I can show you the rest of it. So, okay. So I'm gonna go back. Whoops. This is what the reel looked like.
Bam, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
So if you, I know I'm not holding it very still, but if you, I got enough battery, I'm unplugging this. Okay. If you, I totally just lost my train of thought, squirrel. Okay. So this is the reel, right? And up here is where you can do some more effects. So let's say you are recording you doing something and you want to talk about the steps as you're doing it. If you hit this little microphone button right here, you can do a voiceover of this audio. Okay. So you're actually going to be talking over the recorded audio. So I'm talking over the audio. I don't really know what this is going to look like, but we're just going to try it out. Okay. You hit done. Then down here, it tells you that you are recording over the audio. So when you go back to watch it,
Talking over the audio. I don't really know what this is going to look like, but we're just going to try it out. Bop, bada bop, boom.
so that's how that works. Okay. My favorite thing to do with reels, tap and you type your text. Okay. Typing text is my favorite thing to do on them personally. One thing that I will encourage you to do is pick one of these texts at the bottom, whichever one it is that you want to use. I like this one, and I make sure this right here is selected. It, whoops, hold on, let me type this. Okay, so I keep my text consistent. I keep it a black background, the white font, and I make this selected. If you press that, it will reverse the colors. If you press it again, it will take that background away. I encourage you to keep your text consistent. You don't have to, but I'm one of those people, like I like to see things consistent. So I do personally. Every once in a while, I'll change it up. You can also change the color of these texts, and a lot of people don't realize that. You press this button right here, and you can select like the pre-selected colors, right? Let's say I have, that's like developing your brain style. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. So you can't see it right really well, but right here, like I have green on my glasses. So let's say I want this green in this text. If you hit the little eyedropper button right here, you can scroll through the photo and find that color that you're wanting to, that you're wanting that text to be. So I'm not going to be able to select that green just because I can't see it. So like I'll do this right here, which is like this water or this painting on the wall behind me. So if you hit that, that's going to change. Whoop, almost dropped you. That's going to change that text. And then if you hit this button again, it will invert it. So it will change your text color and your background color, and then flip flop it. So that's how you can do that. And then up here, of course, it's your, what did I do? That's what I did. Okay. Up here, you can also change your alignment. So like left, right, center. That's personal preference. I just keep it center unless I'm doing something specifically that's like lined up to this side of the screen or this side of the screen, then I will change that alignment, but I normally just keep it centered. You can also change the size of your text with this right here. I keep it whatever it was like when I typed it, and then you can change it this way as well. That is my personal preference. I feel like I have a little bit more control over it if I change it this way. Again, personal preference. Okay, so you can mess around with your fonts. There's all kinds of them down here, but I just encourage you to pick one and stick with it. I'm not a fan of this one at all. I just don't like it. This one I do like. This one, depending on your colors, is really nice as well. That one's okay for me. I'm not a fan of that one. I feel like it's hard to read, especially in reels, because sometimes they go a little fast. You don't want somebody to have to stop and, oh, I can't read that. I'm not even going to watch it. So that's not a personal favorite of mine. That's just me. Then there's a good one that's easy to read, and that's easy to read. But like I said, my favorite one is this last one back here. Now, another thing I like to do is this button right here. This will make it type out. However, when you do this effect, if you have a lot of text, it goes really, really fast. So that's one of those things you have to kind of experiment with a little bit to see if it's going to work for your reel or if it's not going to work. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Up here, you can do effects on your reels, put stickers on your reels. I never put stickers on my reels because I feel like it gets too cluttered and it's too confusing and it's too much. And then there's like a little draw feature that's the same thing as in your stories. And then here. Okay. So I'm going to do another line of text. Hold on, let me type something. Okay. And I moved it down a little bit. Now this is where you can change your text duration. Down here at the bottom, it'll only have the first word or first couple of words down here at the bottom. So if you hit this right there, this right here is going to come up, and this is the whole duration of your reel. Okay. So let's say that first line of text At this point, I want it to be done. Hit my second, and I want it to start towards the end. Whoops, sorry. You hit done up here at the top. Do you see how that second one didn't, where it's the typing feature, it didn't go all the way? See? Because I didn't give it enough time. So there's that right there. Okay, so the most coolest thing I think with Reels that a lot of people don't realize they can do, you hit next, save as the draft. Now you're back to this audio screen. Hit this back button. Now you're back to your saved Reels. So now you can go back to more text. Like this one, I love this audio. I don't know why, but I do.
A little, but am I upset? No, I am not. A little, but.
So I like that audio. So I'm going to do a reel with that eventually. I did one with this today.
Thank you for coming to my TED.
So these are back to my saved audios and stuff. And I also save ideas. Like right here, I follow this girl on Instagram. It's _social_sam_. She always posts like free ideas and free like templates and stuff like that. And you can make them your own. She's really good to follow. If you don't follow her, Tiffany, you should totally follow her. She will be your IG OG is what she is. So to get to your drafts, you wrote it down. If you click right here, which it goes to your profile, right? You hit your Reels right here, and these are my drafts. So like yesterday, I recorded this reel. I don't know if y'all have seen it or not.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
So I did that yesterday. The lighting was really good. I was by the window over here. The lighting was really good. So I went through my saved audios, the sounds that I'd saved, my trending audios, and I recorded 5 reels. And this is the one that I just did to show you guys, right? So I recorded these yesterday. So right here, I have 5 reels, audios recorded that I can add, modify, change text, whatever I want to do it, and post them whenever. So this is what, when people talk about batch creating your reels, this is what it is. So let's say you've got 2 hours, Caitlin, while baby's napping, and you've got good lighting. Go through and you find your reels, audios that you like or whatever that you've saved, record a couple, and then it's just something as simple, change your shirt. I didn't because I didn't feel like it. Yeah, you totally read my mind, Jasmine. Change your shirt, or pull your hair up in a ponytail if it's down, or whatever the case may be. Like it's so easy. Once you have everything saved, you don't have to put the text on them. Like I have the text on this one just because I think it's funny. I'll show it to you. Oh, once you click it, this screen is going to come up.
Chelsea, you're cutting out.
You write your caption,
Chelsea.
you share it to your feed. If you hit edit, you can go back and change it.
I'm trying. Chelsea, you're cutting out, girl.
Well, maybe. Hold on a minute. I think I got too much going on.
So been a witness.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better.
Yep. Better.
Okay. Okay, I think my phone was going haywire. So, oh my gosh, Caitlin, he's so mad. So when you batch record your reels, just like Jasmine said, change your shirt if you can, pull up your hair, whatever it is, and like space them apart. You can edit them whenever it's convenient for you. But if you have 2 hours or an hour, the sound saved, the lighting was good, and I just recorded the audio and the visual part of it. And here in a little bit, I'll probably go in and put some text on some, and I'll post one tomorrow and one the next day. Tomorrow, if I've got 20 minutes, go do a couple more, and you have a week's worth of reels in 20 minutes, aside from adding your text and any effects that you want on it. So, okay, it is 8:30. I'll be quiet now. Does anybody have any specific questions? And I'm not like a genius, but I really got the hang of reels really quickly, and I don't know why, but I did. You look at the chat.
Hold on. One thing that I suggest too, and I'm preaching to myself on this, is don't worry about your reel being perfect. Like there are times where I have like redone a reel like 37 times. And then I'm like, okay, this is not time productive, and I'm not going to get the time that I invested into this back. So I am to the point now where if it's not perfect, I'm like, whatever, but a reel should not take you more than maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And if it does, you are doing way too much. Because if it's taking you more than 5 to 10 minutes, then you're not getting back what you're putting into it. Like you have to think about your time investment, and time is money. So that would be like my thing with it. The other day, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I posted the reel with my Thriver cup and me being like a morning person, and like trying to like wake somebody up at like 6 o'clock in the morning because I thrive. I don't know if y'all saw that, but I literally did that in 2 takes. In the first take, I just didn't have the words lined up. Like I said the wrong words. And then the second take, it wasn't completely perfect, but I was like, good enough. And I did it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I would rather you guys just spend 5, that one like literally took me 2 minutes. Like I went and got the shaker cup, went and set my phone on my bed, propped it up with a pillow so it would look like I was on top of somebody waking them up, and did it in like 2 minutes. So if it's taking you any longer than that, then you are doing too much. Chelsea, I actually learned a few things. So I learned the text, like putting the text in the right spot in the reel was driving me insane. And then like I had no idea like how people were changing clothes in between. So both of those are things that like I feel like I'm gonna try out and try to do. So I'm kind of excited about that. So thank you so much for that. Does anyone else have questions for Chelsea about reels?
I have a question about something completely different from reels. So
Sure, what's up?
And one of you 2 or 3, because Caitlin's here. So I was putting stories in there, if they're still called stories. Like that's how much I know nothing about Instagram. And then I wanted to make it a post. Don't laugh at me. I wanted to make it a post, but then it made it a square and cut everything out. How do I not make it a square and cut things out? You know what I mean? Like
So
it was
the way that I do it, I'm gonna turn it like this so I don't have to. So when I create, oh good Lord, hold on just 1 second.
There've been so many that I could post, and I was like, well, just wasted that one because I forgot I have to have everything in the center.
Are you making the story first or the post first, and you're sharing it as a story?
I do my stories in Facebook, and then it shares to Instagram automatically. So I'm not doing them in Instagram. And then in Instagram, I was trying to save them as a post. So maybe I can't do that.
Gotcha. So it's easier and it works better if you post from Instagram, in my experience. If you like
Chelsea, you're cutting out again.
Might have to do that in the chat.
Well, here, I can help.
create it in Instagram, post it on Instagram, and then it goes to your Facebook. It
Hold on.
works
Chelsea,
better that way than
Chelsea,
trying to
you
do it the
can't,
other.
you can't hear you, girl. You're
Wherever-
cutting out.
Hold up signs. I think I know what you're saying though.
But Tiffany, if I always post, like I do my stories from
I can't hear
Instagram.
anybody.
I do your stories from
Okay,
Instagram and
okay.
let them post to Facebook, because that is going to actually give you more options, because Instagram has more options for stories than Facebook does.
Okay.
And then as far as like sharing a story to a post, I personally don't do that. Like if it's in my stories, then I don't share it to a post, but sometimes I'll share one of my posts to my stories to get people to go to my post. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess that's kind of why I was sharing my stories as a post. That way, if somebody else saw it, like missed the story, they would have it to see.
Okay, well, do it the opposite way. Like if you make a post, share it to your story, but your stories are stories. If you want people to go back and see it, make it a highlight.
Okay. See, I don't know none of that. All right, I'm all backwards then.
Yeah, and that's
Right.
fine. That's what this is for. Anyone else need anything?